Let's analyze Monday.com's AI search presence and see what we can do to improve it. So this report ran in the US, and the system identified prompts that the people are currently using to search for a product like that Monday offers. For example, this prompt: what are the best collaboration software options for my team? Which has been asked quite a bit in the US in the last 2 months. And we sent this prompt to all the models, for example, ChatGPT. We could see the response here at Monday.com appeared in the response. We had 12 brands that appeared in the response, and Monday was the third, with a positive sentiment around the mentioning of the brand. You can see all the data sources, citations, how the models searched, how ChatGPT searched for content. ChatGPT searches for content itself to get to cite and then base its response on. So we can see that overall in a team collaboration section, Monday had pretty strong presence, although there are other players that had even more presence. But the mentioning was positive overall, and yeah, so let's see. So these are the different topics. So Monday has pretty good presence, 41% across all the prompts that were found here, or that we ran, and across all the models. Let's have a look specifically at AI overview. Okay, that one's weak. Yeah, we want to improve that one. That was the most important one. I guess the most traffic, because that's actually Google, and that's about 5-6 billion people every month. ChatGPT, not bad, but we also want to improve that. So let's see how we're doing in terms of the customer journey stage. When are people finding Monday? So mostly in the consideration stage. Then Monday appears in the responses. And let's have a look. Let's see. So the top competitors really are Slack, Asana. So I think Microsoft Teams is not exactly a competitor. So I'm just going to remove them from this report. And let's see. So Slack and Asana are probably the two top ones that we want to compete with. So overall, AI mode is pretty strong in Grok, but we really want ChatGPT and AI overviews are the ones that we want to improve. So how do we improve? So let's have a quick look at, first of all, kind of like the core, the basics. Let's have a look at the how the domain is doing in terms of the technical access from the bots. Can the bots access content on money.com? So the system is now going to look at the technical infrastructure and see if bots can access the website and how the bots see the website. So we're good. We're not blocking any of the bots. There's a sitemap in the right place. Let's see what the bots see, how the bots see the homepage. Let's have a look at the actual homepage here. Monday.com. Oops, that's not right. Monday.com. Let's see how it shows up, because this is the bots actually convert the HTML into Markdown, and then they read that, and it has to be static. It can't be a JavaScript enabled. The bots, AI bots, don't render JavaScript currently. So yeah, so this is what we're seeing here. And let's take this text. I want to see if you can actually see it here. Yeah, okay, it's coming up in the Markdown, so we're fine. It's reading it properly, most likely. And yeah, technically everything looks good. So that's good. So in terms of what they can do to improve their presence, so here we have the action items, and one of them is creating content, and create content and place it on their own website. And that's pretty easy. I mean, here, so for example, if they want to optimize, let's say, what are the benefits of using AI in project management? So let's say we're going to go ahead, and the system can now create content. So what the system is going to do, it's going to analyze the most cited pieces of content that the models used or cited when they responded. And it's also going to optimize content for the search terms that models use in order to find data sources to rely on as a basis to the response. So we want to really create content in the profile of whatever is currently being cited, because the models change how they choose, the preferences of what content they cite almost on a weekly basis. So we have to analyze every day, and that's what we do. Every day we analyze hundreds of thousands of prompts to see where the models are getting their information, and also what's the ideal kind of profile of content to get cited. So then we can also create content that gets cited. So this is working very well for us. It's been very effective. So then the system is now going to come back with a list of content briefs that it would suggest us to create, and it'll also go out and create it for us. So we'll give it just another moment. Here we are. So it found articles and listicles, and it tells us really, what it found, what kind of articles were cited, and all kinds of analyses about them, all kinds of data about these articles. And then the system uses this data to then create ideal content. So then we're now going to take, so now we have all kinds of ideas here that are aligned with other content that was cited, or we have some ideas here that nobody wrote about, and we can actually this way add something fresh to the conversation. There are a lot of models that like this kind of content also. Let's go with just an article that talks about, this specific article here. I'm going to have the system create the content. So we can go ahead and create, so then here we have the brief and the title, and here we can actually go ahead and create the content that is very likely to be cited by the models. So we're going to go ahead and create this. And then this content would be then placed either on like a Monday on the resources section or a blog as an article. It's really targeting the models, less humans. It doesn't really matter if humans want to read this or not. We want the models to want to read this, and they will like this because this will generate content that has all of the trust signals that models look for when they select content to cite. It'll have all the citations and quotes, and here you go. The right number of wording and the self-contained sentences and the headings, the H2s and H1s that are in prompt form, and everything the models look for when they select content to cite, FAQ section. And then we can just copy this and put it straight into our CRM, or if you have WordPress, or we want to put it on LinkedIn, if we have integrations, or create an image from here. So then this content is very likely going to get cited. And the way we know that is that because we track all the content that's owned by the model. So sorry, by the brand. So here, for example, we're tracking here content on Monday.com, but you can also track any content, your YouTube videos or whatever content they own, and then we check to see how often it was cited. So we see that this blog here has been cited quite a bit, which is great, and we can see also who cited this blog post. So Grok and Google AEO Overview love this blog post. So that's a good piece. You can maybe learn from this blog post. But we can see really what is getting cited, and add more content or URLs here to track in case they weren't picked up if they weren't cited. So we can actually pull from our sitemap more websites, or just paste them in, and then we track and see what is actually getting cited. So we have this one that's getting cited, and that's great. A blog post. I just create a lot of content. At this point, I'm put much more content on their website, because they still, if you look overall, they only have less than 2% of all the citations were pulled from Monday.com's content, and they could do better than that. You just have to create a lot of content. And the next thing that we can do here is actually go out to Reddit. This is the most cited Reddit post. So you can just go out here and make sure that Monday appears in this response by either engaging with the conversation, or the easier way to do it without getting into trouble with the mods and the karma and all the Reddit stuff, is just maybe send this person a gift card, or maybe this person a gift card to mention a Monday favorably. That's another play that we could do here. And then reach out to like the top, Reddit posts, and then also we can identify blogs that are being cited often. So these are competitors here, Slack, Zapier, but Guideflow. But we could reach out to competitors and exchange mentions with them, and tell them, hey, you mentioned Monday, and we'll mention you. And we actually do that at Spotlight with our direct competitors, and it benefits both sides. But some places we can just pay and have them mention our brand. And that's, for example, PC Mag, you might be able to just pay them a few $100 and get them to mention on Monday as number one on their list. So that would be another tactic that we could do. And let's have a quick look here at the brand perception. So this talks about how does Monday appear in the eyes of AI when people ask directly about the brand. How do the models perceive Monday? So for example, value for money, great. I mean, is Monday offering value for money? So then we can see the response, and we see that great. Everybody thinks that Monday is good value for money. So that's awesome. So if you have any yellows or reds here, no, it's pretty good. Grok innovation doesn't think that Monday is very innovative, but that's just one out of all the rest. That's a funny response here. I'm not really sure what this response is, but let's just ignore that. And yeah, so overall, I mean, doing pretty well. Could do way better. Could improve. I mean, by adding more content and then going out and reaching out, Reddit, third-party websites. These are huge. Also, I mean, these here you can see the domains that are being most cited. So then maybe look at these domains, for example, Forbes, and then maybe try to get an article there, because these are trustworthy domains in the eyes of the models. Actually, let's have a look and just filter the sources by model real quick. Down here, we can see all the citations that were pulled in this report this week. This is a weekly report. Let's look at only ChatGPT. So ChatGPT is going a lot to Reddit. So we want to maybe, I guess they probably, in Monday's case, want to probably double down on Reddit. Every country, every model, every industry has like different sources that they prefer. So this is really like a per kind of brand insight. It's not, I mean, Reddit won't be number one for every brand. We see different domains. So I mean, but Reddit is definitely a player. I mean, let's have a look also at AI overview. Typically, YouTube is a big one. Yeah. So AI overview loves YouTube. So YouTube videos is also a great play to just create content on YouTube. The models, they actually pull the transcript of the YouTube videos. So the visuals don't really matter. You just want to make sure that the transcript includes what you want the models to know. So just create content, a transcript, create a video, could be with AI. And then just publish them, with a title and description that you care about. And yeah, so that's a pretty big player here. LinkedIn is also, we see LinkedIn a lot recently, but a whole percent of all citations come from LinkedIn recently. So that's also a player that we want to kind of like look at and then create like LinkedIn articles, the pulses. Yeah, so I mean, there's a bunch more, but I think that'd be I think that's kind of like a quick overview on Monday.com, and we'll keep tracking them. I love Monday.com.